It's a beautiful day outside. It's Wednesday the 24th. You know what? Let's go ahead and start this trip to Carlisle. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. We are starting out to head our trip out to Corvettes in Carlisle. So right now we caught a little rush hour traffic, but it's nothing to fear because we're gonna have some fun. But we are definitely on our way to Corvettes in Carlisle, and we're going to hopefully, I'm sure we will the closer we get, start to encounter more and more Corvettes, especially some C8s, and we're going to count them down as we go along. So stay tuned and enjoy the ride. We've come across our first Corvette in sighting. We got a black 50 edition C6. So we got somebody else en route. Hopefully we'll see them there. Yeah, we en route. We just stopped for gas. So I think we got about 4.5 hours left. Just filled up the tank. Look at that gas mileage right there, man. 395 miles. Don't never let them tell you a Corvette isn't fuel efficient. So we're hitting this road and getting back on the grind, heading to Carlisle. Funny thing is, I only saw 2 Corvettes so far from Chicago, so let's see what happens. So we continuing on with the trip. So a lot of people's constantly glancing at Zeus and trying to box me in, but that's normal. Kind of caught in with a pack of cars and was rolling for a while. It was kind of fun, although it was like 2 minivans. Let me rephrase that. It was an SUV and a minivan, so I just thought that was funny how, you know, the Speed Racer crew is a family hauler. So, but so far I haven't seen any other Corvettes out here since we literally started our trip. So we're like at least over 5 hours in and only seeing 2 Corvettes. I don't know if that means people are coming in later or they're already there and we're late, but we're enjoying the trip. So that's all you can do. You can see the co-pilot over there. Technically neglecting his co-pilot duties, but whatever. He's still there enjoying his game.
Neglecting my co-pilot duties?
Yeah, but I guess right now there's nothing for you to do because GPS is set, we rolling, and honestly, we already got food, so I guess you're good for at least 2 hours. Yeah, at least 2 hours, so. But what have you thought of the road trip so far?
It's long.
It's long?
Because I'm not driving like any other way. It's long.
Oh, and you're not driving any other way? You're trying to say you need to help out or something? So you trying to say you need to help out with the driving?
I can drive. It's not like mom's car, so I can't like hop over the thing and like drive for me.
Oh, it's not like mom's car where you can hop over and just drive for me?
Yeah.
Gotcha. appreciate the offer. If I need you to drive, you'll drive. You know, I'm glad that's always an option for you.
Yeah.
So you feel like your first driving experience should be on the highway, going down the interstate.
It's the best way to learn.
It's the best way to learn. Who told you that?
Don Toretto.
Don Toretto. I'm so done with you. So you get your driving advice from Dominic Toretto? Well, I did not see that coming, people. You get your driving advice from Dominic Toretto. What else did Dominic Toretto tell you?
I can't tell you. You have to pay for that type of information.
I gotta pay for that type of information?
Yeah. Because I had to pay for that. Like, I had to pay to learn that.
Oh, you had to pay to learn. What you pay? $9.95 to get in? I'm so done with you.
Very expensive.
It was very expensive. It was a very expensive driving tutorial. What else he tell you though?
He said, what's it called? Like, don't be afraid of crashing, because, like, you know, you gotta scrape your knees a couple of times to get, like,
He said, don't be afraid of crash. You gotta scrape your knees a couple times.
Yeah, like, you gotta get a couple scratches.
You gotta get a couple scratches. I don't know if that's good driving advice.
No, it's perfect driving advice. That's how you learn how to drive.
You do know every car crash you don't walk away from, right?
Okay, don't get into major car crashes.
Don't get into major car crashes.
Yeah. Get on someone's car, that type of car crash.
But anything at high speeds on the expressway is a major car crash.
I wouldn't be going high speed. I'd be going the speed limit.
That's still high speed, son.
I'm going 35 on the expressway.
You go 35 on the expressway, they'll kick you off. They'll give you a ticket for driving too slow.
Actually. They'll like actually kick me off the expressway.
What?
They'll kick me off the expressway for driving too slow.
But you can get a ticket for driving too slow on the expressway if traffic's actually moving. It's rarely done, but you can get it. And with your baby face behind the wheel and the police see you doing 35, you getting that ticket, sir.
I'm older than I look. It's just like, what's it called?
You're older than what you look?
Yeah, I just look like a kid, but I'm actually older.
How old do you think you look?
Look, it's like how actually old I am.
I'm just saying, but how old do you think you look?
I'm 21.
You 21?
I just look 13.
Oh, I got it. So you think you look 13, but you're 21.
Yes.
I got you.
I don't have my license on me though right now. I left it at home.
You left your license at home.
So I just had to use yours.
So here's the thing, just from everybody out there listening, no 21-year-old leaves their license at home. You know why?
Why?
Because that's the legal drinking age. So anybody that can legally drink want to make sure they always can get in the bar.
Yeah, but I don't want to drink.
I'm just saying, but that's how we know you ain't 21.
But I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a drinker like that.
Oh, you're not a drinker like that?
It tastes like hand sanitizer.
It tastes like hand sanitizer. When have you tasted hand sanitizer?
Okay, so you know, like, let's really get into that question.
No, I want to know, when have you tasted hand sanitizer?
I don't want to answer that question.
You don't want to answer that question?
Like a better way of saying it, you know how like something smells like something and then you taste something that tastes like the smell?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're literally lying.
I'm lying?
Yes. So have you ever smelled a food before, right?
Have I ever smelled a food before?
Yes, and you ate something that tasted like the smell.
And I ate something that tastes like the smell?
Yeah. Never eating something that tasted like something you smelled before, but it wasn't that?
No, that's what I'm finna say. Usually if I smell something, I eat it as that.
But like,
I smell ribs, I eat it. Guess what? It's ribs.
Okay, but like, no, not like stuff like that. I don't know how to like explain it other than how I did.
Other than like you tasted hand sanitizer.
Smelled something, okay, and it tasted like what you smelled.
So what you're trying to say is, you smelled some hand sanitizer and then you tasted alcohol and it tasted like the smell?
Yes.
Did you use like some hand sanitizer to say technically made from a brewery?
No.
Because during the coronavirus epidemic, several brewery companies made hand sanitizers. I'm sure you don't know this. So like the one we got at the house that comes in that funny looking jar, I think it's something in the front of the trunk, in the front. That's actually made by an alcohol company.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, it was for that little thing, because, you know, when Mia had her drum party and there was that juice thing in the fridge.
Okay.
I thought that was juice, so I got a cut.
Oh, okay.
I just downed it all in one go.
So you took a hit of the special sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tasted like hand sanitizer.
It tasted like hand sanitizer. Well, you know, that was your mother's brew, and what made it even worse was it was with non-sweet tea. So I don't even understand why somebody would make some. I don't even know why somebody would decide to make some alcohol with some non-sweet tea.
This tea was literally sour.
So it's just like, yeah, and it was like mint non-sweet tea. It's like it's the I don't even know why would you make that combination?
I did drink that entire bottle of that tea though. I liked it.
You liked the mint tea that was non-sweet?
It wasn't that bad. It had like stuff in it, you know.
No, I don't know because I didn't drink it, so I wouldn't know. I didn't like the mint non-sweet tea, so I was not a fan, so I was not a constant drinker. I just think you got thirsty and was lazy. You was like, that's better than water. That's your philosophy.
I had no juice. And I wanted something like with flavor to drink.
Gotcha.
What does water taste like?
Technically nothing, but I know so.
Yeah, like if you really think about it, like when you drink water, like what does it taste like? Because you can't say it tastes like water, because that's what it is. Like, what does it taste like?
So now you want to describe how water tastes, but not using the word water.
What is the flavor of water like?
What is the flavor of water?
Like, what does it taste like? Because we just think water tastes like water, but what does water actually taste like?
Is this the stuff that boggles your brain?
There could actually be other stuff that tastes like water, but we would never know. Because we just think it's water. But it's not water, it's something else that we keep saying is water.
I'm sorry, you lost me. So something else tastes like water, but we don't know what the something else is, so we just call it water. Is that what you just said to me?
Yes. Because, so you know, everybody knows what water is.
Are you getting A's in school?
We haven't gotten our grades yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you drink water, right?
Right, you drink water.
But there could be something else on the planet, like a different liquid, right?
A different liquid on the planet. Okay, I'm
that
following
can
you.
taste like water, but we wouldn't call it something else because it tastes like water. So we just call it water, but we would never know, like, if it actually tastes like something else. Like if you really think about it, like nothing like actually makes sense. Because
I don't think.
How do you get who came up with the name, like the color red? Okay, and then who's to say that the color red is not orange? Like an apple isn't orange; it could be blue. It could be blue. We call it red.
Well, first of all, it's called discovery. So whoever discovered it is who named it, and that's how it gets named.
Okay, but is it correct though? Because
well, if that's what they called it, and that stuck. That's what it's called going forward.
I know, but we name like all the stuff on the this planet and stuff, like we humans, like we name those, like the trees. We name those trees, right?
Right.
Like, but is that actually what it's called?
It is, because we named it a tree.
Okay, but is that what God named it?
If you go back to the actual beginning,
well, maybe a tree wasn't the best example.
He told Adam to name everything. So whatever Adam called it, that's kind of how it stuck. Got me. So maybe Adam discovered the color red. Who knows? I don't know. But I just know, like, throughout history, whoever's the first person to discover something, they usually name it. So when you think about it from that point of view, that's like when people name stars, or people name new discoveries of fish, or new, let's say a new species of fish.
How do people get the ideas for these words? Like when people found fish, like why fish? Such a weird
Well, it's just what somebody decided to name it. Sometimes, like for instance, if you was to just let's say you discovered, or even better, you create a new car, what would you call it?
I don't know.
That's the whole thing. Like, when a manufacturer of a car makes a new vehicle, they have to give it a name. So it's just like discovering a new fish, because it's the first time this has ever been created. So what do you call it? Like, somebody sits back and comes up with a name, and it's the same thing. Sometimes they wanted something simple. Sometimes they wanted like a connection. So you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I guess. I can think about it like that.
But that's literally what it is. It's just like this truck we just passed called Glass America. Somebody said, I'm gonna start a glass company in America, and I'm gonna call it Glass America. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Now, I don't know if that's actually how Glass America got its name, but that's just, a quick representation or a quick example of how this type of stuff happens. So, but I'm gonna let you eat. We can keep enjoying this trip, all right?
Feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Okay, we arrived. We made it. We're here at Corvettes in Carlisle. So the first thing we had to do was go check in at the Club Aero tent, go through the formalities, shake my man Chet's hand. Met all Club Aero owners that were there, owners of Aero Hardy Wheels. Share some interesting stories, and actually bumped into a couple people that actually recognized me from the channel. That was quite fun. On my first day, and we got there kind of late, I had to go check out the Z06 if I didn't do anything else. So take a look at some shots of the Z06 before we ended our day.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. You lies, I'll do what I want. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching the video. ICNV Drivers Edition. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Like I've said before, if you haven't done it already, we share some interesting conversations. There's some more interesting stuff coming up, especially all of the stuff I've learned while I was on this trip. We're going to share some information, some conversations, and we have fun too, so you might enjoy the actual content. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the video. But for now, I want you to stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you in these streets. Peace.
Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce.